Would you say, because you said women tolerate less nowadays, would you say the internet is a direct influence on why women tolerate far less?
The 100% influence of why they tolerate less.
Yeah.
It's no other reason. It's not that they've evolved to be these, bigger and better women and shit like that. Nah, it's just you have memes and accounts and shit. Just like men are now starting to not tolerate shit because you got guys like us telling them.
Yeah.
Women been had that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't accept less, and Shira 7 and all them, and I would never go to Cheesecake Factory. She got 150,000, young women watching this and shit. And so now it's just a monkey see, monkey do thing.
Women have had game and shit like that for a long time, and they've been like sharing this information about it for a while.
In group chats.
And there's been books.
Forums.
There's been books. Women read a lot. You know what I mean? Like if you look, women read books on this shit a lot of the times. Like guys just started like getting into this thing in the past couple of years. I remember it before like all of us blew up on the internet. Like, bro, the whole pickup community and red pill shit, that was like, bro, it was like nobody knew about it. Like they didn't know about none of that shit. It was like, kind of like a hidden secret. Like, oh, yo, you know how to get girls, bro. Like, this is what you do. Like, you just cold approach, blah, blah, blah. And it was like underground community until Mystery came out, right? Mystery came out, I remember, with the pickup artists in like, they're 2005, 2006, 2007, somewhere around that time. And that's like when it kind of hit like the mainstream media. But we still didn't have the internet and social media to really spread it. Yeah. So, that was kind of a buzz. People kind of like figured out that shit. That's how I found this community. But it wasn't really until like the internet hit and forums, and then boom, like TikTok, social media, etc. And I would say, I got to give ourselves a little bit of credit. Like we're one of the biggest people to like bring the red pill out there, like to the mainstream, like making this shit mainstream, right? And then obviously you were right there with us, because you were blowing up at TikTok right around the same time. Yeah. Now guys have this information, but if you really look at it, like so many guys are behind. Like, bro, we've only touched a fraction of the male audience. And if you don't believe me, look at one of my. You want to know how you know the world is so blue pill? If you look at like one of my videos on TikTok or some shit like that, I didn't post that, like hit the algo randomly. You gonna see a bunch of blue pill people. This guy's a misogynist. This guy's crazy.
It's crazy.
This guy's a weirdo. Wow, who talks about women like that? That's when you realize, like, oh shit. Because if you take our videos, because if you put it in our audience, right, it's like an echo chamber. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. But if you put it out to like regular niggas, regular girls and dudes, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is that shit? They're gonna look at it like it's like fucking
until they get hurt.
Yeah,
divorce.
But even then, what I seen with that is like they don't wake up then until like they see something that like until they like, because these guys, whether they get hurt over it, they just think they making a bad choice. So it's like, okay, well,
I'm try again.
I'm gonna just try again with a girl that fucking lives in the
she
country
was the
town
wrong
that said
one.
She was the wrong one and shit. Nah, bro, nah, you clueless. You just have no clue.
Yeah.
But I just didn't. It blew my mind like how many guys just don't. I thought everybody was like me before I started doing this.
Yeah,
like I thought
crazy,
everybody was just like had a kind of, because again, when you don't have the internet, all you know is your little world.
Yeah.
Your neighborhood or wherever you go. So you think that everybody's like you, and it's just it's almost again sad to see like how many guys are clueless.
Can you even like have conversations or tolerate dudes that like are clueless like that? Like I can't even, me personally, I can't even be around blue pill dudes no more. I can't do it.
I can in a sense, but it can't be about that. Like it'll have to be about business. Like we have to be talking about video games, business or something
Some
like
other
that.
shit.
But as far as like the game, it's like you keep them out of that. I actually got a good friend, right? A good friend of mine, he's probably watching, but it's not like a street guy, nothing, like a good guy. It's an Italian guy. It's him and his dad. What y'all would consider blue pill, they've been like that since I was in high school. And I used to go to their house a lot. And they used to hear me in the way that I talk to women. They used to thought I was like the most like evil person. They're just like, how could you? But I wasn't like a bad guy, but I would just be more assertive when I would talk to women. This is back in the days when you used the house phone and they pick up the phone and they listening and shit like that. Yeah. So they used to think that like, I was just like this horrible person.
What would you tell them that shocked them?
Like just, hey, come over and bring me this. Like, oh, I want to see you so bad, because you got to think before Instagram and social media, women didn't have access to you like that, and so they missed you. So they ain't seen you all week. They can't get in touch with you all week. There was no cell phones, so where they had access. Now women think you owe them something. But back then, it would be like, they missed you.
Different world, bro.
I would call them. They'll catch up with me at my friend's house, and it's like, oh, I want to see you so bad, please. I was like, oh, well, you got to bring me some food or bring me some cigarettes and shit. And they would hear me do this, and they just thought that I was like the scum of the earth. But now they get it.
Now they
get it. Both of them, now they get it. They see me now, it's like, man,
did they get divorced or like lose their chick or some shit like that?
My friend's dad, since I knew my friend, he has been single. Like he divorced my friend's mom. I hope he don't be mad at me for saying this shit. But and this is like one of my good friends, not like a street associate or nothing.
He divorced
like
her or she divorced her?
The mom and the dad split up, and ever since I've known them, the mom and the dad has been split up, and he was living with his dad.
Okay.
And he's never remarried since then, and he's probably
He said,
forget about it.
they're crazy. They're Italian.
Yeah.
He's been single ever since, and I met them in 1999, 2000.
God damn.
You know, he's old man now. He's still just like,
You met them when NSYNC was out.
yeah.
But
It's tearing up my
But
heart.
I think it's important to note though that even though we are RP aware, the world isn't RP aware.
It's
Yeah.
not,
So you
it's
gotta
just
move
so
accordingly.
Many, it's just so
Yeah.
many
And-
guys, but
yeah,
that
you gotta
just
hide that
don't-
shit.
But also you having this knowledge, you don't just throw it out everywhere. You say,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me read the temperature of the room. All right, what's he about? What's he
Yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
if it's like that, you push on somebody like that, they be like, yo, what's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
niggas gonna
and
think
they
you
make
crazy,
you on
bro.
business deals, all this stuff. You gotta
Yeah.
move accordingly and move
Like
smart.
we kind of almost like with what we do, like back then this was considered like violating because you don't like the game was not considered to like the game, as you say, the game is to be sold, not told.
Sold on
Yeah.
told,
Right, and so suckers don't deserve good game, and so like if you saw a guy that was sleep, you let him sleep,
Yeah.
and you had to earn. Like my dad taught me shit like this. Like it wasn't like, you know, and I had to bump my head and figure it out. There wasn't no thing where we could just go to somebody and he just tell you everything for $100 and he give you an ebook and all this shit.
Yeah,
There was none of that. That's still now to guys that's like out there is considered frowned upon with what we do.
See, if someone asks me that, like, I know in real life and have issues, I'll tell them in the game. But
Yeah.
if I have issues, I'm just gonna watch. And if this yo fresh, what do you think about this? Then I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, here, do this. Nah, 'cause
Yeah.
they're like, hold on, that's my girl, bro. Don't talk to her like that. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, relax.
Yeah, man. Like it,
But-
it's crazy how many guys sleepwalk through life, man, and it's just like wild to me. And even now, like with the emergence of the internet, I'm glad because we've been able to wake up a lot of people and like
Yeah.
put them on to like other creators that like whether it's you
Yeah.
or Rolo or any of these guys in the space. Because I really do think like we all are kind of trying to do the same thing and keep guys from like fucking their lives up because women will fuck your life up, bro. I can't tell you how many guys like literally are ready to end, like you said, really ready to end it all for a female that doesn't even fucking deserve it in the first place. Like, bro, this girl was a 304. You should have never gave her a relationship. Why the fuck do you get in a relationship with her? And then you're ready to end it for her. And it's like, bro, she was playing you the whole time.
But you know what's funny?
Yeah.
People will play our videos in front of their girlfriend because they don't want to say it, but because
Niggas will play the
they
podcast out
know,
loud, yeah.
she's gonna be like, why do you say that? Who's that?
Why you watching that?
He does have a point though, and then that's how they break into the conversation from us just talking about it on live.
Yeah.
But you're not even supposed to do that. Like you're
Yeah.
supposed to keep women away from the game. Like you take the game,
Facts.
you take the information, you apply it to your life, and you upgrade your woman that way. You're not supposed to take my shit and just, hey, look, this is what he said. Because whether y'all know it or not, your woman be thinking you got guys up here got it going on, got all this clout and status and all, purpose and all this. In the back of her mind, she like, I might as well fuck him. You
Exactly.
Yeah.
You saying everything he said, I might as well go fuck him.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of y'all girls DM me, not some shit like that, but it's like,
Yeah.
keep the game away from women. You apply it to your life, and then you upgrade your woman based on how you've built yourself. Don't sit and like, now if you cool, like if you're a player, you got something to yourself. You can sit down with your lady and watch Fresh and Fit, watch the girls show and shit. But don't.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, they speak to their women the way we speaking to them.
Oh, yeah.
You see the
Matter
way
of
we
fact
speaking
and
to
shit.
them.
Yeah.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, or they'll show, they'll try to prove a point to their woman, and they'll show them my video, or they'll show them your video. Like, look, he said this, so you don't do that. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to do that because she looking at you like you're supposed to have your own mind.
And here's the other
You
thing,
sup-
too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I want you to finish.
You're supposed to have your own mind. You're supposed to have your own game as a man. You're
should
not
know
supposed
this by
to be,
now.
not even that you're supposed to know this by now, but you're supposed to have you. Women don't like to look at you like you somebody's parrot.
Yeah.
You're not like you another man's parrot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you take what we give you and you add it to yourself, and then
Yeah.
you deliver it in the way that you deliver it.
Yeah.